Hey, what's going on, Hack Snacks? This is Dave Nelson. I'm a fellow advocate, and I want to share with you guys really quickly on how I got 44 customers in my first 2 months of Hack Snacks. Okay, first things first, do you have samples with you? Now, as you can see in my Jeep here, I have one box, I have some popcorn, and I have crispy cakes, and I have protein bites right here. And then I have a second box, and I have that filled with popcorn as well. So I have samples with me at all times. Now, because of where I live, it's gonna get hot, so I made my auto ship just popcorn so I could have the popcorn in here and not have to worry about it melting or anything like that. If I get a customer, I'll bring some samples to them from my house of the crispy cakes or the protein bites. So having samples with you at all times is tip number one. Tip number two is actually hand the samples out. Think of yourself as a farmer. You have to plant the seeds and then you have to cultivate your crop. You're not gonna grow this business unless you're handing out your seeds. And just a little tip, make sure you're writing down who you're handing them out to and also when you're handing them out so you know when's the appropriate time to follow up with them. Now, tip number three is the biggest tip of all, and that is to make sure you're following up in the most appropriate way. Look, you don't have to make this really weird. It's plain and simple, guys. We have something that sells itself. You don't have to be a salesperson to actually do this business. In other direct sales companies, you have to become a salesperson and kind of convince people that they need what you're selling. But with us, we have something that virtually sells itself. People have to eat every day. It's not expensive, and it's something that's actually good for them. So let's do a quick rundown on how I hand out samples. First things first, I strike up a conversation with people, ask them how they're doing with their health and fitness or how they're doing with their eating. And most of the time, they're gonna say they're doing terrible. In that case, I go grab a snack and say, hey, you know what? These are some protein, fat, carb balanced snacks I've been eating. It's been helping me hit my results. Here, try this out. And that's it. That's all I say. I don't say, try it out and let me know what you think or anything like that. I just hand it to them and say, try it out. I then usually wait about 3 days and then I'll follow up with them and say, hey, did you try that popcorn or did you try that crispy cake, whatever I handed them, and see what their answer is. If they say no, I say, okay, no worries. And then I just leave it at that. I don't say anything weird or nothing like that. You just leave it. And then I usually wait about another 4 or 5 days to follow up. Sometimes they won't eat them, but most of the time, who doesn't want to eat something like this? But when I follow up with them and they finally say, yes, I did eat them, I say, great, what did you think? And for the most part, they say they tasted fantastic. And then that's the point when I say, great, do you want me to help you place an order? That's it. I don't say you have to place an order through me or go to my website. I say, cool, do you want me to help you place an order? And for the most part, they say yes. And at this point, we can let them know, hey, if you get on some kind of an auto ship like I am, you get free shipping. If not, you can order whenever you need it. But if you're on auto ship, you get free shipping and you can adjust the date whenever you want. And here's the last tip. Make sure if you're talking to them and they say, yes, I want to place an order, you take out your mobile phone and you go to your site and you just help them do it right there. Get them while they're hot. So just to recap, step one, plenty of samples with you at all times. Step two, hand out the samples and write down who you're handing them out to and when. Step three, follow up. And again, guys, doesn't have to be weird at all. We have something that sells itself. Ask them if you want them to help place an order, and if they do, help them place the order and you got yourself a customer. That's it for me, guys. This is Dave Nelson, a fellow advocate just like you, doing nothing special here. I just wanted to share a couple quick tips with you guys on how to successfully build your Hack Snacks business and build your customers.